Hey guys, thanks for watching Nerf Socom reviews. Today we're going to be comparing the Nerf Vortex Revonix 360 with the Pyragon. First off, the Revonix is kind of like a remake of the Pyragon. They had the same type of model and how you'd use it in a battle, but it does have some big major differences in between the two. For a short review on both of these guns, first off the Revonix, and then we'll move to the Pyragon. This gun has no sights on it. It does have the Sling Adapter on the back right here, but that's not really a sight. Has the railing on the top, obviously the two Sling Adapters, one right here and one right here, and the stock attachment so you can put your own stock on it. This gun has the revolver on it, and it's kind of has some cons and some really good advantages on it. Like in battle, you can actually reload it, and which is really nice. But one problem is if you do reload it, you have to make sure you have to reload one and then move it, reload it again, unless if you're reloading it before battle. Because if you just reload one full thing, then every time you cock it, the whole thing moves and you can't shoot it again because it changes. So how you use this gun, basically you just load the discs in here. You cock the gun back and then forwards, then you can pull the trigger. Both of these guns do have slam fire, so you can shoot them pretty fast. Also, one thing to mention is that it does have a D-jam area. The Pyragon does not. It's kind of has a con though where it only opens halfway even if you cock it back, and if it's fully cocked you can only hold it half forwards or half back. So now for the Pyragon. This gun does not have any sling adapters, but it does have the stock attachment, a front sight, and also a rail on the top. One thing that is different, the cocking handle is kind of has a disadvantage because if you have a bigger hand or a thicker hand, your thumb might not be able to fit through the hole very well. So it's kind of an uncomfortable hand, uncomfortable handle, just a little bit. This gun does have the nice clip or magazine. It's kind of nice because then you can change it out with any other Vortex mag system guns. One thing that this mag holds 40 rounds. It has some disadvantages because it does. It's kind of hard to load because you have to load a bunch of ammo, pull it back, and when you pull it back to change the chambers of the mags, it sometimes does not move, and you have to do it like 3 or 4 times. This piece right here, and so that's kind of a disadvantage with that. How this gun works is basically you load the mag, you put it in, cock it back and forwards, and you pull the trigger. It does also have slam fire. One disadvantage of this gun is that the magazine, it has some problems. It might just be ours, but it does fall out of the gun kind of a lot. What happens is if you're running in battle, it'll fall, and the mag could break or shatter on the floor or whatever. So that's kind of the bad part. We're not sure if that is only our mag or if it's all the mags. Both of these guns also have this piece right here. So when your gun is cocked, you can pull this back and it'll de-jam your darts or your discs, and they'll just slide right out. One thing that it'll still be cocked after that, so you want to make sure you cock it again and shoot it. Both of these guns have it. As you see, this one has it too. So for the major differences, a big thing about the Revonix compared to this one is that the bulkiness of the gun. It's a ton bigger and bulkier, and they don't even need to have it as bulky. As you see right here, it's so bulky, and then this one, they kind of cut it all off, which is kind of nice with the Pyragon. They kind of made it a lot smaller. One thing with this gun also is that the magazine, they totally changed it up. It's kind of nicer, this mag right here, in some certain ways that you can like this better. One thing is that when you cock the gun or you prime it, this one is very, I'd say, it's like you're breaking the gun because it's not smooth at all. It's very like a tough, weird cocking thing. It doesn't work that well. While the Pyragon, when you cock this one, it's still very smooth, and it kind of supports with the slam fire mode. So that's kind of nice. So some more differences that these have. This one does not have a sling adapters, while this one does. This one has a sight. This one does not, or the Revonix does not. Another thing is that the loading with the Revonix it's kind of better because you can reload it in battle a lot easier, while with the Pyragon, you have to take the mag out, then load it, then put it back in, or if you have backup mags, you can use those. Another thing is the front grip on this one is not very comfortable, so as with the Pyragon. They both have some issues, like this one has the thumb issue, where if you have a bigger hand, it's not going to fit very well. While this one, obviously all hands can fit it, but it's kind of like a square, and it's not really shaped to your hand like, say, the back handle is. So now let's go compare the shooting of these two guns. So we have a 70-foot reel lined up. We're going to be shooting the Revonix and the Pyragon. The Pyragon, we're going to be shooting these darts right here, the ones that came with it, and with the Revonix, we're going to be shooting these ones. There's 35 rounds in each. First, me shooting 10 rounds with each gun, and then Adam is going to come out and try to shoot them as fast as he can. Let's start out with this. Now for the Revonix. The effective range of the Pyragons was around 30 feet, while the Revonix was around 35 feet. But this gun did have a little bit less accuracy than the Pyragon. They seem to go up and down a lot more than the Pyragon did.
Okay guys, so I'm going to be doing the slam fire on these guns. Obviously I'm not the fastest shooter with slam fire, but the difference between them will probably be the same with anyone. So we'll start with the Pyragon. Okay, now it's time for the Revonix. I'm guessing it's going to go slower, but you never know. Well, that seemed to go a bit slower and definitely less accurate. Okay, as you guys saw, well, first of all, I had a bit of a jam in the Pyragon. It got stuck back really far, and I stopped shooting then, but we figured it out. I just pulled it forward really hard, and then it fixed itself. And also you saw when I shot the Revonix, it was incredibly inaccurate, especially because I was really shaky, and that's really because it's harder to cock. There's a lot more grinding in the motion, which it's an issue, it's a big issue. So for slam fire use, I would recommend the Pyragon over the Revonix.
So it really depends on your choice of which gun you would want. Either if you want the Revonix because of the range, or maybe the Pyragon because of the slam fire. It seems to be a little bit faster, and the accuracy. It all depends on what you would want. Thanks for watching Nerf Socom Reviews, and I'll see you guys next time.